Hey guys, what's going on? It is Dylan back again with another DJI Mavic Pro tutorial video, and today I'm going to show you guys how to do the dolly zoom or vertigo effect. So all you need to do is you need to find something like a point of interest, something that kind of sticks out, sticks up, whether it's a building, mountain, water tower, as in our case right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to call the water tower our point of interest, and we're going to hit record, and we're just going to start flying right towards it. And that's basically all we need to do. And then we're going to take this clip into Adobe Premiere Pro, which is my video editing program of choice. You can use anything. We're just looking for doing the basic same thing in our editing program, whether it's Adobe Premiere Pro, Final Cut Pro, Sony Vegas, no matter what you guys may be using. We're just looking at doing a technique that you can do in all these editing programs. So let's get Premiere Pro opened up.
First things first, down here in the bottom left corner, going to right click, new item, sequence. Always use the AVC HD 1080p. AVC HD 1080p, 30 frames per second. And again, guys, like I mentioned earlier, don't get too hung up on this is, oh, I have to have Adobe Premiere Pro to do this effect, but you absolutely do not. It's just the concept. Again, if you have any editing knowledge at all with Final Cut Pro, Adobe Premiere Pro, Sony Vegas, any of those, and they all have the capability to do what we're going to do here. So don't get hung up if you're not in Adobe Premiere Pro thinking you can't do this. Anyways, we're just going to import our clip, and I have mine right here. And then we're just going to drag it over to our timeline, and we really don't need the audio, so I'm going to get rid of it. There isn't anything there anyways, but just by default it always has a blank audio clip. And so I'm just going to hit spacebar and show you guys what this clip looks like without doing anything to it, just right off the camera. Okay, so again, let's just watch. Really nothing going on, just flying straight into it. No special effect looking thing, nothing unique about it. So now what all you have to do this dolly zoom or vertigo effect is you go to the very first of the clip and make sure you click on it, and then you're going to go up here to effect controls. And what we're doing is we're just messing with the scaling. We're going to set a couple of keyframes, and we're going to mess with the scaling from when it's at the beginning of the clip to the end of the clip. So what makes the dolly zoom or vertigo effect is when your footage is naturally zooming in or zooming out onto an object. So in our case, we are naturally zooming in to our point of interest, which is the water tower, because we're going towards it. But let's just say we started here and say, or you could be zooming out like that. So since we are zooming in, our camera is naturally zooming in, so to speak, on a subject or object. What we're going to do is you want to start, we're going to set a keyframe by clicking on this scale. And right now we are 100%, everything's 100%, which is why that number reflects. We're seeing 100% of our video. As you can see here, if we scroll to the right, we zoom in. And if we scroll to the left, it zooms out. So let's go back to 100%. So what you want to do is with your framing, your scaling, you want to do just the opposite of what your camera is naturally doing. So naturally, as I said, we are zooming in. So what we want to do is we want to zoom out with the scaling. So we're going to start out, let's see what 150 looks like. Let's actually take it up just even maybe a little bit more. Let's start off at about 160, and then see right now everything's at 160. We're scaled in. But by the time we get to the very end of the clip, we want to be zoomed out from 160 to 100, where the whole clip fits back in the frame. So you can probably already see that, guys. See that crazy looking effect, like how it's almost wrapping or warping? It's simple as that to do this dolly zoom or vertigo effect, but the point is you have to have a point of interest, such as our water tower. So now watch when we hit spacebar, a lot of this landscape over here on the left and the right, it reveals itself. And also it almost looks like this water tower comes forward or pops out. You'll see what I'm saying here. I'm going to hit spacebar. See how cool that is? And that is the dolly zoom or vertigo effect. So anyways, guys, that's about it. And obviously from there you would just render or export your video. And anyways, that's about it. That's the dolly zoom or vertigo effect. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to smash that thumbs up button. And as always, please be sure to subscribe. Guys, this is Dylan. Have a good one.